Welcome back to the show. Joining us now live in the studio is our expert for this week, Mrs. Amy Neiberger-Miller. She's the Communications and Public Affairs Officer for TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. She also herself lost a brother serving with the U.S. Army in Iraq in 2007. Amy, thank you for being part of the show, and welcome to In Their Boots.
Thank you very much. We're glad to be here.
You talked about, when we watched the real story here today, I think there's some specifics that fall in with those who've lost a loved one during war. Can you talk about that?
Yes, I can. I think one thing that everyone should remember about this type of loss is that it's traumatic loss. And so the families are experiencing a lot of symptoms after the loss that many people may not even realize are happening. Those can include depression. They can include short-term memory loss, like for example, losing your car in a parking lot or forgetting things that you normally would remember. And some of those effects can last for a couple of years even for some families. And so for many people, recovering from this is a long-term process. I think our society expects people to, quote, get over it very quickly. And in actuality, this is a long-term recovery process.
Amy, from your perspective, what are some, from your experience, what are some programs that are in place that can help these grieving families?
Well, every family with immediate family members do qualify for free counseling at their area vet center. And that's certainly something that we encourage families to reach out toward. Through TAPS, we also offer online support groups, online communities for siblings and fiancés. We also have monthly chats. In our chat room every week, there's actually 3 or 4 chats ongoing for many different kinds of family relationships where people can share and connect online. And then in person, we also offer grief seminars for adults and good grief camps for children, which help people make these kinds of peer connections one-on-one where they're sharing and talking with other people who have that same sense of loss. A military death is unique.
No, I think it definitely has its own uniqueness, that's for sure. It sounds like your organization has a lot of programs in place that are very specific for those needs. Amy, we want to thank you for being a part of the show today, and we'll talk to you later on for the extended interview. Thank you for the work that you're doing with your program there, and keep it up.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Amy. If you'd like to hear more of the conversation that Amy and I will have here today, log on to our website and check out the extended interviews. While you're there, you can also find a link to TAPS, Amy's organization, on our Solutions tab, along with many other resources. While you're there, there's also a wide array of video clips available. So if you're interested and want to spread the word about the issues addressed on today's show, take advantage of those and email them onto your friends and family, local media, or community groups in your area. Beyond that, we have a clip from next week's show we're going to share with you. This is the final chapter of We Regret to Inform You. Here it is now.
We're here to kind of revel in the love stories that each one of us has. They're going to be an environment that isn't going to be staged, that isn't going to be having conferences saying, okay, you're going to go to this place now and we're going to talk about crying. It's not like that at all. It's going to be them just coming together, sitting around, whether it be on a tube in a river or across from each other on a dinner table and just really enjoy the company.
I just stopped to look at all of us and was just amazed by the fact that we all received the same news. Some in the same way, some in different ways, but the same news.
Well, that's it for this week. Join us back here next Wednesday for another live show. And until then, take care.